Throughout history, artists have tried to conjure images of what hell could look like. To some, it looks like this. To others, it looks like this. For many years, I thought that it looked like this. But alas, I was wrong. It actually looks like this. No, honestly, I can't do this anymore. It's got to the point where I'm starting to have nightmares about Warsong Gulch. It's like I'm stuck no matter what I do. I want to give up the grind, but I've been doing this now for what, 2.5 months? If I turn back now, all of this would have been for naught. But at the same time, if I continue, I've got a ton of work ahead of me. This whole thing is really starting to take its toll on me now. If you don't believe me, this here is a picture of me before I started the grind. And this is me now. My back is crooked, my teeth are screwed, and my facial hair is starting to resemble an old man's ball sack. Oh, what a terrible system this is.
You know, when you're playing games at such a hardcore level, it's important to take care of yourself. And that means taking care of your health. I've seen so many people go for rank 14, and they all have one thing in common. They're all fat bastards. Let me show you what real pros eat and drink to stay healthy. This is my fridge. You know what, never mind. Scrap that.
I remember when I first heard about the honour system and thinking that it was oh so cool. Oh, everyone has their own title, a real competition, sounds great. Well, fuck that. This system is so unbelievably horrendous, it's like it was designed by demons. And you know, while we're talking about the honour system, I'd like to dispel a myth about it. Before I moved to my current realm of Hydraxian Waterlords, I played on a much larger realm called Zandalar Tribe. I've had a lot of people from there recognise me in Battlegrounds and asking me why I decided to move, with some believing that perhaps the reason was that it may be easier to rank here. And my answer to that is a quote from the Great Salt. Anyone who moves to this realm thinking it's easier to get rank 14 is a fucking idiot. And I agree. There's this idea that the smaller the realm, the easier it is to rank. But this is complete bollocks, only uttered by people who don't know what they're talking about. As perhaps proven by my snail's pace progress in these last few weeks. While it is true that on large realms, there is more competition as naturally there is more people, the system accommodates this by awarding higher rank points to more people. So for example, on a server with thousands of people, there may be say 10 top rank point spots up for grabs. But on smaller realms like mine, there's just one spot. So though there is much less competition, it also means that one person has the ability to completely piss up everything. You can't cheat the honour system. Well, kind of. You see, on small realms like ours, we geniusly figured out that you can artificially increase the amount of top standings by creating level 1 characters and getting 15 honourable kills with them over and over, artificially increasing the pool. But this is a bannable offence, so you know, better keep quiet about it. I mean, of course, we never did this. That would be ridiculous. Anyway, for real, let's get martial already. Oh, and by the way, if anyone's still wondering why I left Zandalar Tribe, it's because it fucking sucks. Hell, it's about time. I can't even begin to tell you how good it feels to finally be a helmet rank. I mean, Marshal is basically the same as a Grand Marshal, right? Just add a Grand in front of it and... okay, whatever, we still have 2 more to go. For reaching rank 12, we finally get our first 3 pieces of the epic PvP set. The gloves, pants, and boots. You know, I'm starting to think they purposely pick those pieces simply because you look virtually no different to before, forcing you to get another rank. I mean seriously, this is me at rank 11 and this is me at rank 12. Can you spot the difference? It's like Where's Wally on crack. Oh wow, purple gloves. This was well worth investing 2.5 months of my life for. Fuck you, Blizzard. Anyway, cynicism aside, I have some good news. This week, Rampant got rank 14. Sadly, Nimples has dropped out as they got bored. So, wait a minute. Withering and Fletching dropped out? Rampant just got rank 14. And Nimples dropped out. That means... I'm the boss. Bow down, peasants. That's right, I finally worked my way up the corporate hierarchy. Standing number 1 is all but guaranteed to be mine. Usually, the one who is standing number 1 manages everyone else, but considering I hate using Discord, that would be my worst nightmare. Thus, the role of janitor has been given to Davosina, the new standing number 2. Fine by me. Feels good, man. I've been playing WoW for over a decade, and one of the things that annoys me the most about the game today is just how terrible the community is. I can't be the only one who has noticed that the IQ of the average player has seemed to drop significantly in recent years. Now look, I'm not exactly Einstein myself, but fucking hell, there used to be a ton of great places to discuss the game and watch cool creations that people made. Places like the original gangster WoW forums and fan sites like MMO Champion. But all of these places have either died off or have morphed beyond repair today. Now look, it could be my rose-tinted goggles speaking for me here, but I remember the WoW player base in general to be creative and fun people, as opposed to the lame, bitter meme machines of today. Case in point, r/classic WoW on Reddit. When I first stumbled upon this place, I expected it to be great. Lo and behold, it reminds me of a sort of modern day version of 9gag. Almost every post is a lame, unfunny, and overused meme. Like these Drake memes, for example. I mean, yeah, they're funny at first, but how many of them do we need? I wonder how long it takes me to find another one if I scroll down. Let's see. Oh, there we go. You know what, let's go for another. Just scroll down here again and, any second now. There we go. Take a look at this post. Me. You banned every other member of my raid. Blizzard mod. I don't even know who you are. Let it sink in that 2,000 people thought that was funny. And look at this one. Family Guy memes. I mean guys, look, I know this is a game from 2004, but our humour shouldn't be as well. Alright, check this one out. Okay guys, for this next pull, we want red mount. Red mount here. Hey guys, there's a red mount. Comedy gold! In fact, you know what? Let's take a look at what's on the front page today. Okay, so we have a meme. There's the bird again. A guy wearing some sort of mask. Alright. Oh, there's another Drake meme. Ninja Turtles? The Simpsons? Really? I mean, honestly, this is just embarrassing. But I'm not just here to bitch. There is a reason I mention this place. I want to talk to you about something serious. In fact, it's so serious, I'm going to take my stupid shades off, and that's how you know I'm serious. The internet can be a cruel place, my friends. A hive of the worst that humanity has to offer. Faceless and nameless entities with the power to do as they please without repercussion. And this tale is no different. I came across this post on r/classic WoW that hit me hard. It was titled, I hit Grand Marshal this week, and it left me feeling strangely empty. As the title implies, it was made by a guy who got rank 14 a couple of months back, but after getting it, he felt quite aimless. The post was, in truth, a little cringeworthy. He made his own list titled My Tips to Success, gave a huge biography, and even added a poem at the end. He was, as expected, ridiculed and mocked in the comments, with people mostly talking about how much of a supposed loser he is. Quite standard stuff these days. I felt quite sorry for the guy, as you could tell he was happy he got rank 14, but just couldn't figure out why he didn't feel so, or why others didn't care. The truth is that a lot of people who play MMOs, especially those going for rank 14, tend to be people who don't have much going on in reality, and use games as a crutch for simulated but real feeling success. Now of course this isn't always the case, but only a fool would say that those who have the dedication to sit in front of a screen for 3 months minimum to get a virtual title in a decade-old game aren't unique cases. I can tell you firsthand that while doing this, I have observed some extremely sad cases personally. I once met a guy in Arathi Basin in the early hours of the morning. He told me about how his mother and father had both died within a year. He was in his mid-30s and had an extreme case of social anxiety. He never left his house, he was obese, and he had no one to talk to except his cat and the people he meets on World of Warcraft. But I suppose that's a fundamental problem with MMOs, and the rank 14 grind especially. It's easy to get sucked in and feel like you're actually achieving something or doing something, when in reality, you're just sat there pressing keys on a keyboard. Some people may wonder why I'm doing the rank 14 grind, and the simple answer is I find it fun. I adore WoW PvP, and it's always been a little goal of mine to one day be a Grand Marshal. It's one of those things I like to think I'll look back on in years from now and say, that was so stupid, but makes me smile. And that's how you should think about it. And don't make the mistake of being under the impression that this is healthy or an achievement of anything but testing one's patience and resilience. Games should be an enjoyable hobby that complements your life, but it should never become your life. And believe me, I've been there. And now back to our weekly scheduled programming.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Beautiful. So epic. Look at those perks. Purple. Epic. Chicka, chicka.
I've always thought that the epic PvP sets for all classes were by far the best looking sets in the entire game. And now, it's finally mine. Gonna be honest with you, matched with the pink hair, I do kind of look like I've just walked out of a YMCA. But still, to finally have this set feels awesome. However, I've noticed something strange. People in Battlegrounds are treating me much differently. I don't know if it's a placebo effect or what, but ever since I got this set, people have either been 1. Much more polite, asking for food and water like gentlemen, random compliments, asking for class advice, or 2. Much more rude, being overly critical, insultive, etc. I don't get it, but either way, I'm glad to finally not look like a complete scrubber. There is, however, a problem. Ever since Rampant got rank 14, we've been struggling to make decent pre-mades. You may have noticed that 99% of people in our group have all belonged to one guild, the United Exiles, and they were only doing the pre-mades because they wanted to help Rampant out. This has left us with a significant skill gap. It's basically just me and Davazina versus the world. Regardless, Davazina has been a top-notch janitor, organising everyone to the T. I can say with much confidence that if it wasn't for his blatantly superior people skills, I would likely not have even got to this point. Despite the lack of pre-mades these days, thanks to him, it's all been smooth sailing. Let's hope it stays that way. The last week. Everything we have done thus far has come to this moment. At first I wasn't too worried, honestly. All has been smooth in recent weeks. But alas, such is fate, I was about to get a wake-up call. A paladin has moved to our server. Now some of you may be thinking, well, who cares? That's not a big deal. People move around all the time. But no. This paladin was a rank 12. And you know what that means. He's gonna fuck it up for me, isn't he? All it takes is for this guy to get one more honour point than me this week, and Grand Marshal will have been stolen from me. Davazina has been having words with him, and apparently he barely speaks English. Well, isn't that absolutely fan-fucking-tastic? I mean, seriously, could this guy not have waited, I don't know, just one more week before moving here? Oh, it really is just my luck.
Everything we have done thus far has come to this moment. All it takes is for this guy to get one more honor points than me this week, and Grand Marshal will have been stolen from me. Stolen from me. Stolen from me. He's gonna fuck it up for me, isn't he? Isn't he?
Wow,
Okay.
So can you tell what you're doing?
Okay, so it's the last day before I'm meant to get Grand Marshal. Keyword being meant to. But I'm currently undercover, spying on people who I've caught still doing PvP, who aren't part of our system. So this guy's in Arathi Basin. And look, look at the time. It's like past midnight. These two have been doing PvP, so what I'm doing is I'm coming here on a level 1 anonymous character to inspect them so that I can see how much honor they've got and either laugh and relax. Oh look, there's one here, look. See this guy? Circus, he's been on my list. Let's see what he's got, right, ready? He better not go into a battleground. Okay, inspect. Ah, he's only got 220,000. So I don't need to worry about him at all. He's not going to catch up to me, so that's fine. As you can see, I was paranoid beyond belief. But can you blame me? Imagine doing the same thing over and over again for months on end, and someone last minute could just totally fuck it up for you. You'd be the same. This guy as well, Vosp. This guy's a proper pain in the ass. He refuses to work with us. He's been a commander for about 5 years. Let's see what he's on. He's on 130,000, so I don't even need to worry about him either. Okay, and this guy as well, he's a knight champion. Okay, so as you can see, we're on the character selection screen. I've been up forever, and I feel ill. And when I press this enter world button, and I go on, I will either be 99% rank 13, because some prick would have broke the brackets, or I'll be a Grand Marshal. And we'll know instantly because it'll say above my name here. So, here we go. Okay, it's still not updated. Well, I fucking hope so. Alright, so it's been a few hours. A lot of hours. Everyone else has gotten their rank. So if I come on here and it says Field Marshal, basically I'm fucked. So, this is it. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Wait, let me just go closer. Okay.
If this says Field Marshal, I'm gonna be so fucked.
I see the screen now.
Look at that! Okay. I'm glad that's over. Fucking hell, I am glad that's over. Alright, there we go. So there we have it. After over a decade, I'm finally a Grand Marshal. Take that, Burning Crusade. Now, I don't want to get all philosophical on your asses, but I don't know how else to end this, so fuck it. If there's one thing I've learned from all this, it's that in the modern world, we tend to be very goal-orientated, always focusing on the end result. Some people counteract this by saying it's not about the destination, but the journey. But I disagree. I think it's neither. I think what is most important is your company. You know, when I look back on this, I'm not going to be thinking about the pink Barbie gear I got, or even the title itself, but the people I've met on the way, and hopefully the entertainment given to you folks from watching this series. And I do think that this logic can be translated into reality. When you're on your deathbed, however short, long, terrible or prosperous your life has been, I can guarantee one thing. You won't be thinking about stupid shit like a goal you reached in a video game or other bollocks that in the long run doesn't really matter. You'll be thinking about the people you like and the legacy you've left behind to them. That's one thing I hate the most about the current times we live in. People no longer care about people. It's all about numbers and status. How many views you have, how many people are watching your streams, which guild got world first, who reached rank 14, etc. In the end, all of that is just bullshit, as there is only one fundamental reason that MMOs exist in the first place: to bring people together. Nothing more and nothing less. And to those who still don't understand that, know that it's not you who's playing the game, but the game that's playing you. Now, if you don't mind, I need a Mountain Dew. Thanks for watching.
Oh fuck, I actually hit my head. Okay.